Have you ever just stopped and wondered, wait, why did I click on that? Well, today, we're not taking a test, we're going to tear one apart. We are going to dissect a single classic headline, the kind I know you've seen a million times, to really see the machinery working behind the scenes to get your attention.
So it all kicks off with a question, a really simple, direct, and let's be honest, a deeply personal one. It taps right into a feeling that pretty much all of us have felt at some point. And just like that, it turns the mirror on you and pulls you in.
And there it is. That's the hook. Life is complicated, right? But this offers a simple promise, a quick little test that'll define a part of you that you might not totally understand. It's like the ultimate shortcut to knowing yourself, and wow, is it tempting? Then, bam, the knockout punch. 90% fail. Whoa. Okay, so all of a sudden, this isn't just some friendly little quiz anymore, is it? It's a high-stakes challenge. That fear of failing goes head-to-head with that desire to prove you're in that top 10%. It becomes almost impossible to just scroll past. And right here, this is where we pivot. This is the moment we stop being the person taking the test and start being the one analyzing it. 'Cause really, think about it. Can you actually fail at being you? That question right there just pulls the whole curtain back on how this thing is built. All right, let's get out the microscope. We're going to go through this title piece by piece to understand how every single word is working to create such a powerful effect on us. You know, what's so fascinating here is the total split personality of the headline itself. One half of it sounds so calm and academic, almost like a textbook, and the other half is just loud and emotional, practically yelling at you. This clash, it's not an accident. It's the key to the whole thing. So let's look at that scientific frame. It's built with these really carefully chosen words. Anatomy makes it sound like a deep, serious analysis. Social anxiety, well, that's a clinical term. And assessment sounds official, objective. These words are all there to make you trust it, to give it this air of authority. But then this sensational hook comes in, and it hits you on a totally emotional level. Shy? In all caps, so relatable. Test makes it simple, like there's a right and a wrong answer. And fail? I mean, that word triggers our deepest insecurities. The scientific part gives you a logical reason to click, but that emotional hook is what makes you feel like you have to. So, how do these two sides, the serious scientist and the dramatic showman, actually work together? Let's dive into the psychology of it, because that's where you see why this combo is just so hard to resist. Let's just focus on this number for a second, 90%. It is absolutely designed to shock you. It instantly makes this test seem incredibly difficult, which of course makes passing it feel like a huge achievement. It's basically manufacturing high stakes out of thin air. But a number like this should really be a giant red flag, not a lure. And the key is to arm yourself with some basic questions, like 90% of who? Was it 10 people in an office or 10,000 people in some massive study? And how on earth are they even defining failure? Without answers, that big flashy number, it's totally meaningless. And this just lays out the clickbait formula perfectly. It's a simple 3-step recipe, and it's so easy to repeat. First, you find a really common anxiety, something like shyness. Second, you frame it as a big challenge. And third, you just sprinkle in a huge, scary, and completely context-free number to seal the deal. Okay, so now that we've taken the trap apart, let's build our own toolkit for spotting it out there in the wild. This is all about turning what we just learned into a real practical skill for navigating the internet a little more consciously. So what we've been looking at, it actually has a name, sensationalism. It's the art of using exciting or shocking words to get a big reaction, even if it means accuracy kind of goes out the window. Just recognizing that is the first and honestly the most important step. It's not about giving you a fact. It's about making you feel something. So here it is, your main takeaways. From now on, always question those big, loud headlines. Keep an eye out for that weird mismatch between a serious tone and really sensational words. And never, ever take a big number at face value without asking for the context. And finally, always ask the most important question of all. Who benefits from my click? So I'll leave you with this one thought. The next time you're scrolling and you see a headline that promises to tell you a secret about who you are, just pause for a second and ask yourself a new question. Don't ask if you can pass its test. Ask if it can pass yours.